Welcome, Reds, to Live Alive, your ultimate, real-time source for all things Liverpool FC. Don't miss a beat, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay on top of every update. Marc Guehi tells he wants to join Liverpool. Crystal Palace captain Marc Guehi has told close friends and family that he wants to join Liverpool this summer, according to Football Insider. The Reds have had a busy summer transfer window already so far, confirming the arrivals of Bayer Leverkusen duo Jeremy Frimpong and Florian Wirtz for a combined fee of around £150 million, while a deal has also been agreed for Bournemouth left-back Milos Kerkez to become part of Arne Slot's squad. But the Premier League champions aren't done yet and are now targeting a new central defender, with Eagles star Guehi emerging as the top target. Liverpool have begun working on outgoing transfers with young defender Jarell Quansah on his way to Bayer Leverkusen in a £35 million deal, and the Reds are now looking at England international Guehi as a new option for the squad. Guehi, who has been described as a superstar, is entering the final 12 months of his contract at Selhurst Park and has had major interest from Tottenham, Newcastle and Chelsea over the last two transfer windows. But Palace have so far refused to sell unless their £70 million valuation was met. But Guehi has now told friends and family that he wants to make a move to Liverpool happen, and the champions are now preparing a bid worth in excess of £50 million to bring him in. It's believed that the 24-year-old would prefer to hold out for a team he feels can compete for trophies and in the latter stages of the Champions League, and Liverpool fit that criteria better than any other interested clubs in the Premier League. Crystal Palace are unlikely to be easy to agree a deal with, however, but it's unclear if their valuation has dropped considering the player's contract situation. But they have already made it clear they would be willing to lose Guehi for free next summer if they don't receive an acceptable offer, as they prepare for their first ever season in European competition after qualifying for the Europa League. Liverpool forget Isak, target Ekitike. Liverpool have been told by Fabrizio Romano why their chances of signing Alexander Isak look bleak, but it's not all bad news for the Reds after the reporter confirmed talks have been held with the agents of a 50-goal alternative. The Reds have shown they really mean business in the transfer market this summer. After securing a deal for Jeremy Frimpong days before the window opened, Liverpool's second summer arrival was confirmed on Friday evening in the form of Florian Wirtz, with the German arriving for a British record fee worth £116 million, €135 million, $156 million, once add-ons have been factored in. The Premier League champions will not have long to wait for signing number 3 either, with an agreement also secured to bring Milos Kerkez to Anfield. Despite that deal taking their outlays soaring towards the £190 million mark, Arne Slot's side are not yet done this summer and are next targeting another central defensive addition. And it is our understanding that an agreement for Marc Guehi is thundering closer after the Reds took a crucial step towards sealing a deal. However, another huge outlay is also anticipated by fans in the striker department, with the opportunity to add a marquee signing there enhanced by the decision to let Darwin Nunez move on. In recent days, speculation has risen that the player they target will be Newcastle's prolific Swede Isak. Despite that, Romano does not get the feeling a deal is there to be done for the Reds and has instead suggested the signing of Hugo Ekitike, a player recently described as explosive by journalist C. Philip, is the far more likely at Anfield this summer. Liverpool would try to go for Isak if he became available, but at the moment I don't have this feeling. The club, too, from what I'm hearing, see it as a very, very difficult deal, Romano began on the Market Madness podcast. A name I can mention for Liverpool is still Hugo Ekitike at Eintracht Frankfurt. Because if Darwin Nunez leaves, let's see what happens with Luis Diaz, but especially Darwin, and I see Darwin leaving this summer. Well, I think for Ekitike this could be a possibility to go to Liverpool, because there were calls from Chelsea 2 weeks ago. Man United, in recent days, also made contact with the agents to understand the situation. But for Liverpool, this is also a possibility. Liverpool also spoke to the agents. Also, Liverpool considered Ekitike an interesting opportunity. And so that's the name I would keep in their shortlist. Milos Kerkez set to complete Liverpool transfer. It seems we won't have long to wait for a third major signing, with Kerkez on the verge of sealing his own move. The Bournemouth left-back looks set to undergo a medical next week, with a $54 million deal having been agreed with the Cherries after much speculation. Kerkez's signing won't come as a surprise to most Liverpool fans. The 21-year-old has been touted for a move to Anfield for some time now, and his family has made no secret of his desire to link up with the English champions. It won't be long then before he's arriving at the AXA training centre to put the finishing touches to his transfer. although, like Frimpong and Wirtz before him, it won't be his first visit to Liverpool's training ground. Unlike the previous two signings, he is yet to experience a training session at the Reds' Kirkby base, although he has actually played a competitive game there. Back in September 2021, Ekitike was part of the AC Milan side that faced Liverpool U19s in the UEFA Youth League, and came up against a few of his future teammates. Connor Bradley, Tyler Morton and Owen Beck, who is the subject of interest from Wrexham, all started for the Reds that day, while Stefan Bajcetic was among the players to come off the bench. Max Waltman's early strike saw Liverpool claim a 1-0 win that day, with Ekitike playing 67 minutes. The Hungarian spent just a year with Milan before making the move to AZ Alkmaar, coincidentally, one of Arne Slot's former sides, and a move to Bournemouth followed not long after, with Liverpool sporting director Richard Hughes the man to bring him to the Premier League. Liverpool eyeing Castello Luqueba move. In light of the uncertainty surrounding Konaté's future, there is a chance Liverpool are in need of two new centre-backs this summer. Marc Guehi has been linked, but Rousing the Cop understands the Crystal Palace captain's potential arrival is tied to what eventually happens with Konaté. In the meantime, Liverpool need a replacement for Quansah, and according to journalist Lewis Steele, Leipzig's Castello Luqueba is one to keep an eye on in that respect. Luqueba at Leipzig could be one to watch. It's clear Liverpool have kept an eye on him, Steele told his YouTube channel on Friday. I've been told Liverpool have had scouts at many RB Leipzig games this season. He could be one as well to watch in terms of Liverpool trying to get the best young defenders on the market. They missed out on Euro, missed out on Hewson, maybe they sign Hato, maybe Luqueba. Luqueba has been linked to Liverpool before and given his reported playing style, it is easy to understand why. According to Bundesliga.com, the 22-year-old is reminiscent of Josko Gvardiol in being a very modern left-sided central defender. Luqueba signed a new contract at RB Leipzig earlier this season, one which reportedly contains a whopping £74 million release clause. As Liverpool know when dealing with Leipzig, they are liable to stick to those clauses, so Luqueba will not come cheap. But according to The Athletic, the German club have an understanding with the Frenchman that he will be allowed to leave if a reasonable offer arrives this summer. With Liverpool clearly sniffing around him, perhaps it will be once more to the Leipzig well. We hope you enjoyed catching up on all the latest Liverpool news. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow fans, and subscribe to Live Alive, with notifications turned on for daily updates.